Well, you know, ideas of fame and fortune have always filled the minds of young people and old people alike. Caught up in the adulation society pays others, we can desire or covet what another person has. I know you know what I'm describing. As we get older, many of us still carry secret dreams of notoriety, while toiling away in our corner of the world, secretly hoping that something, even an innocuous event, might propel us to stardom or notoriety. Well, no matter the age or the culture, humans seek fame and fortune. They seek power, they seek notoriety. It's a very attractive dream. We believe the stories passed along to us from friends or media about the glamorous life of notable people. There's a vast industry that takes advantage of these inner desires, titillating us with pictures of the young and the beautiful, the famous and the noteworthy. As we check out at the grocery store, we check out of our seemingly mundane lives by leafing through the tabloids, whose front covers scream out to our inner desire for celebrity. It's not a bad thing to be attracted to the images and the stories within. We are charmed by the hopes that they peddle, and it's a given that we will look. We can't help but look. What is sinister, though, about that industry and of our desires is the quick manner in which we are drawn to lampooning or criticizing these very same people we admire and wish we could trade places with. When the person is caught being human, or the rumor of the person being human suggests them living anything other than a perfect, picture-perfect existence, we are quickly gripped with judgment, and we cast quick shame on the once beloved image we had projected ourselves and our desires upon, and with whom we secretly desire to switch places. Now, Jesus has been attracting crowds at this point in the book of Mark. So far, in Mark's telling of Jesus' story, he has been on a tour of healing and of teaching. He's beginning to attract crowds due to the stories that are being passed along from person to person, from mouth to mouth. And they're telling, everyone's talking about it, his abilities to heal. He healed a woman, he cured a woman who was hemorrhaged for 12 years up to this point. He has brought a child back to life before this story happens today, making it possible for a paralyzed man to walk again. And the biggest attraction of all is his willingness to offer forgiveness to those who seek relief in a culture that has codified and made an industry of selling forgiveness through the ritual sacrifice at the temple. Now, Jesus is bursting onto the scene. It's as if he's George Clooney, right? You see him on the tabloids all the time. Or Kim Kardashian. She's always on the tabloids. Or maybe even Dr. Oz with his latest cure-all that he's selling, or whatever it is. He's wrapped all of those are wrapped into one in Jesus at this point. It's like the paparazzi of the day are following him around, and there's a following being built in his name. Now there's a problem, though. He returns to his hometown with his posse of disciples and presumably a crowd of admirers. And when Jesus begins teaching in the local synagogue where he grew up, his words are first were well received by the locals. They're quoted as saying, "Where did this man get all this? What is this wisdom that has been given to him? What deeds of power are being done by his hands? we might compare those good reviews with the favorable tabloid covers in our grocery store checkout. In those sentences, when they're paying him good words, he is George Clooney at his most handsome, Kim Kardashian in her most desirable light, and Dr. Oz spouting the latest cure for obesity. And the tabloid issues are flying off the racks. Now, you've heard of the term, familiarity breeds contempt. Once the locals get their fill of adulation, once the friends who went to Torah school with Jesus have lived out the fascination of celebrity, living vicariously, so to speak, in Jesus' sandals, they turn on him. His humanness is used against him, as they are quoted as saying, "Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, brother of James and Joseph and Judas and Simon, and are not his sisters with us now?" The once admiring constituency is now a doubting mob. Jesus acknowledges this power of our attitude, for it is in hope that Jesus is able to heal. People who have never heard of him are willing to place their trust in his celebrity. Those seeking healing recognize the power of healing in themselves. Remember I talked about that sort of inner desire we have for celebrity? We can be that too. Well, this is the same way with Jesus. He comes and heals, and people believe that we all have the power to heal within ourselves. We have it, but sometimes it needs encouragement. They hope that deep down there is a power from within God that God has given to us, ours for the taking and the utilizing, if only we were to believe enough. As we covet the power or the healing or the celebrity in our favorite hero, that hero is within each of us. When the novelty wears off, though, for Jesus' hometown friends, hopes fade. They fade because all they can see is the buddy that they used to shoot spitballs with in school. That's in essence what's happening. That's all they can see. When hope fades, power fades. His friends are said to have taken offense at him at this point. And hence the familiar phrase is spoken, prophets are not without honor except in their hometown and among their own kin and in their own houses. He cannot heal in such a place. So he moves on. And his disciples are warned of this phenomena, and they are told, if any place will not welcome you, and they refuse to hear you, as you leave, shake off the dust that is on your feet. I believe that we all may have become too familiar with Jesus. In many ways, we have lost the power of hope. We're too familiar with Jesus. Perhaps if we saw him for the rock star that he is, the power would return. So, why not see him as the rock star for who he is? Why not remember that he is the King of glory? Why not allow ourselves to realize the glorious and wonderful star that he is? May you find the hope within him and the power resides within that hope, as it has resided within you.